At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is brought to you in part by One Nevada Credit Union, where right now you can refinance your auto loan with rates as low as 2.98% and no payments for 90 days for qualified members. Call us today for details. News is also brought to you by the St. Therese Mission, a future venue for cultural and environmental events near Pahrump. Get involved. Visit us at sttheresemission.com or call 702-507-4172. News is also brought to you by Hope Counseling Services, where we specialize in behavioral health, inspiring hope for a brighter tomorrow. Call 775-727-0101 for more information.
Tonight on News 46, it's back to school for students all over the valley.
The Meet Pete campaign kicks into high gear.
And free wellness checks care of Creekside Hospice. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Zach Fuentes and Monique Mitchell. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
And good evening, Pahrump. It's Monday, August 27, 2012. I'm Zach Fuentes.
And I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46.
Those familiar yellow buses were all over the streets early this morning. Parents and kids filled the store over the weekend getting last-minute school supplies, and educators made the finishing touches on the plans for the first day back to school.
Well, nervous and excited, thousands of kids all over Nye County went back to school this morning. We're here at Mans Elementary. We're going to speak to Principal Visser.
Well, it's busy as always. We had our open house on Thursday, so a lot of our students are oriented. They know where to go, but we have a lot that come to school the first day on the bus, and they haven't been here, so they have to find their classes and make sure that they have busing. So it's busy, busy, busy.
We have some helpers out here in the hallway kind of directing people.
Yeah, we have teachers and volunteers that are helping help kids find where they need to go. Our lunchroom is open for breakfast this morning, so we're also feeding all the kids that come to school. And we'll have 2 assemblies today to work on our positive behavior. The most important thing I can tell you is to make sure your students get enough sleep. I know that it's hard to change their schedules, even if you have to do it gradually. Move them back so that they're waking up on their own in the morning. Give yourself plenty of time to get to the bus stop. If they haven't ridden the bus before, it's nice for you to stay there and make sure the bus comes, kind of get an idea of when it comes. If you're dropping students off, you can park and walk across our crosswalk and come into the school with them, or you can drive through, but please be careful when you're driving through because there are kids and adults walking through that area.
Kids getting back into the school work, homework, and just in general getting that routine going.
It's usually best. Kids have been cooped up in a building all day and then in the bus. If you can give them a few, 15 to 30 minutes of time to play, and then have a routine time in a place where they can do their schoolwork. It's best if you have a routine for them to take out anything out of their backpacks and give it to you. Maybe if you're not always home at the time they're there, if they have a specific place they can put that so that you can see the communications that are coming from the school. And if you can get their backpacks put together at night or in the morning, there's a set place where the backpack goes and the things that go back into it go. That's going to make it much easier for your student.
How important is to make sure that your kid is at school in the routine on a daily basis?
I can't tell parents how important attendance is. If your child is well, please send them to school. Try to make arrangements if you're going to be in Vegas and can't pick them up. Try to find somebody who can pick them up. We do a lot, no matter how hard we try. Any makeup work we give your child will not be the same as the experience they would have being in class. So please do everything you can to keep your child healthy and coming to school every day.
Is there anything that you could tell the kids out there that would make them feel more comfortable about the first day of school?
Well, middle school, all you have to do is just listen to the teachers and know where you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good school year, guys.
Okay. Bye.
Welcome back to school. We are so glad that the school year is starting.
Have a wonderful school year. This is Deanna O'Donnell at Mans Elementary for News 46.
Assemblyman Pete Goycochea is campaigning for the District 19 Senate seat. This longtime Republican, rancher, and businessman made his rounds Friday and Saturday here in Pahrump to several different meet and greets.
In 2015, when we go to the 215 session, and if I am successful and elected as your senator, I will be there in 2015. That will be the dogfight. You will see tax reform. You will see major reforms across the board. It's critical that we have people like James, myself, good solid Republicans, believe in the Constitution, believe in being conservative, there in the legislature, so we can hold the line. Because that'll be the second term of Governor Sandoval's term. We assume, he's a very popular governor, and I believe he will win, but that's when the pressure will come. Education will bring it, a lot of pressure to increase the budget, reform the tax code. We have to be very careful. I think all of us in this room recognize that whatever happens in the national elections, clearly I do hope that we can get the majority in the national section. And I'm asking you, please, support Parkanian, support Heller. We need to send good, solid people back there. Let's try and balance these legislative bodies. I personally don't feel that we can commit to another four more years of Obama. I don't believe we can end up owing another $5 trillion. We're on the edge right now. If we aren't careful, we will be over the edge. And I don't know if we can recover. So I don't think we've ever seen an election cycle that has this much meaning to the people of the whole United States, but particularly the state of Nevada.
And folks, keep it here because we'll have more news for you after this break. Join us at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino with the #1 gaming experience and entertainment. The Pahrump Nugget has the #1 dining experience at Stockman Steakhouse, Golden Harvest Cafe, and the Gold Miners Buffet. Come get your game on at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Children's Dentistry of Pahrump, specializing in sedation dentistry, now accepting adult patients. Call now for free IV sedation with dental implant, 751-2184.
And welcome back. Republican officials today released a revised convention week schedule. Changes in the schedule are the result of the convention's decision to postpone today's sessions due to weather-related concerns. Due to the weather reports for the Tampa Bay area, the Republican National Convention will convene today and immediately recess until Tuesday afternoon, August 28th. They state in their release that, quote, "Our first priority is ensuring the safety of delegates, alternates, guests, members of the media attending the Republican National Convention, and the citizens of the Tampa Bay area." Republican National Convention officials and the Romney campaign are working closely with state, local, and federal officials, as well as the Secret Service, to monitor Tropical Storm Isaac and preserve Florida's emergency management resources. Officials have predicted participants may encounter severe transportation difficulties due to sustained wind and rain. The Republican National Convention will take place and officially nominate Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan. Also, the party has other necessary business it must address.
Republican Assembly 36 candidate James Oscarson joined Pete Koikachia along the campaign trail through the town of Pahrump to lend and receive support from the current District 35 assemblyman.
This man since 6:30 yesterday morning through events all day yesterday and all day today and another one yet tomorrow. And he has pledged his support to this community and to what we're doing and how we're going to do it. He's pledged to work with us to make sure things happen in Clark County, that we have a voice as in the Senate as well as in the Assembly. And I'm counting on his experience to guide me and lead me in that way that we need to go to make sure that the things happen that need to. We can't afford any more of this take away from Nye County. We've got to keep what we have. And he understands that. We talked about it at length today, and he understands what we're talking about. I have to tell you, I appreciate all the support, all the questions. I've been going since early, again, yesterday morning. And I've been to Vegas twice for meetings with people, all these folks that want to talk to you and hear your ideas on things. And the same common things come through. I've interviewed with Clark County candidates and candidates all over the state for different groups. And the same things come through. They're concerned about the economy. They're concerned about their health care. And they're concerned that they're going to get taxed to death. The statement and the comments we're making that are common themes are less government, no more taxes, and leave our health care alone and increase it in these rural areas. Those are the things we've got to concentrate on. You guys, I appreciate everything you've done. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you supporting Pete. And together we're going to make this a great 2013 for Nye County. Thank you.
A report was presented to the National Transportation Safety Board today in Washington. The findings were the result of a year-long investigation that finds that the highly modified vintage aircraft that crashed last year into a crowd of spectators at the Reno Air Races was pushed beyond its structural limits. The report also found that loose screws on a crucial tail assembly are also the reason that 74-year-old pilot Jimmy Leeward and 10 people on the ground were killed and over 70 people injured when the World War II P-51 Mustang fighter crashed. The 5-member National Transportation Safety Board has made several recommendations to the Federal Aviation Administration to ensure safety at this year's air races, which are set for September 12th.
Roxanne Powers from Creekside Hospice announcing one of many new programs that the local facility is offering to the public.
At 2200 East Calvada Boulevard, Suite A, the groups are free to everyone, and there is no cost, and anyone that wants to join us may.
Any age group too as well?
Any age group, yes.
This is something to help people who just went through a loss in the family to kind of get them through this. This is really important for people of all ages.
Right. The caregiver support groups are more geared toward people who are in the act of caregiving. Perhaps they have a spouse or a parent that lives with them, or a sister or brother, and they need more support. They need assistance with finding resources. They just need someone to talk to, or they just need moral support.
That's for a caregiver who is taking care of somebody who is actually sick, elderly, right, or aren't able to take care of themselves. Caregivers are so important. They're with them 24 hours a day with the loved one or the friend, and they need some time off. They need sometimes people to talk to.
That's exactly it. They need someone who understands exactly what they're going through, who is going through what they're going through. Mm-hmm. Even if it's, like I said, a parent, or maybe the parent is in a nursing home, or the brother or sister lives with them, or the parent lives with them. They're still caregivers, they're still caretakers, and they still need that assistance, and they need that moral support, and they need that help.
So how can they contact you for more information on this meeting?
They can contact Creekside Hospice at 775-727-7000.
And also other support groups that you have, can they go to a website?
They can. They can go to the Creekside website. It's www.creeksidehospice.com.
Well, more local news to come after the break. Please keep it here.